Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So the 2010s, like the past decade, have been very great in terms of anime remakes. Some anime that showed potential but never really hit the heights I was capable of, or was not really dedicated the attention it should have been, got remade and then exploded. There are a few of those like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which was just an OVA back in 1990. I've forgotten now, but was readapted from scratch, and it was a more faithful adaptation and blew up in popularity. But the standard of that has to be Hunter x Hunter, which was remade from the 1997 anime into a totally different beast, and it went on to be one of the greatest anime ever made. So I'm sitting here in all of these things. I saw that many others that I haven't really touched on. And so I'm sitting here in that, why in this area where there's so many anime remakes going now, even Fruit Basket gets a remake. I'm wondering why this series haven't been picked up yet for an anime remake. I'm talking about, Rurouni Kenshin and Soul Eater. And that really baffles me, because look at the criteria in which, they used to make anime today, and even the remakes, it seems like easy bets that you'll be successful. These bets that will make those be successful, but no, nobody has picked them up yet. And what do I mean by the criteria? These two anime series, they both have very popular source material. The manga of both Rurouni Kenshin and Soul Eater have been very popular in the day. And the person who Soul Eater has gone on to make Fire Force, and that has been very, really great, really well received, and all of that. And again, they both have existing fan base. You're not making something from scratch. And many of these series today that are still very popular. Like, okay, I'll talk about the Hunter x Hunter. That is something that when I'm sure in 2011 it wasn't coming out on a regular basis. Even till now, it's still not coming on a regular basis, but it was picked up by a studio, Madhouse, and then it was remade and became one of the best ever. And with JoJo was kind of niche. It was not niche, but it was not mainstream. So it was in that sweet middle spot. But now it came out and it just exploded. And so there are many other, even Fruit Baskets, there are many other things that their fan bases or their source materials were not that popular, but they have been taken and made into a remake and have blown up. So why is that this series now, which seems like sure bets, from the side of the production committee and all those things, and following the material, because they don't really make original material, because they want, embedded fan bases. People will watch the series no matter what. And source material, because they don't really like making things from they don't really make original anime. That's just the way the industry is, and why are these things not picked up. So I'm going to talk about this series in detail. You saw them in detail. I've given general points, and I'm going to give now specific points for these two series. I'm going to start with Rurouni Kenshin, and what I'm going to say is like what I mentioned earlier, is that the source material for this is still very popular. The people still talk about it, discuss it. Many people still use the original anime as in one of their favorite animes ever, even though after the Kyoto arc, the whole thing just feel out till the end. But still, it's still very popular. So popular to the point that they're still making movies of it till today. There are two movies of the Rurouni Kenshin that to come out next year, and then you have now the trilogy, which takes now from the beginning to the whole Kyoto arc. And those are some of the best anime films, the best film adaptations ever. So they say hunger there, they say hunger there, they say desire for more Rurouni Kenshin content, and they say a lot of work to be, because where the anime, the original Disney ended, that's not where the manga ends. So there's still a lot of things now that can happen now in the manga that we can see animated. I know the series is nice, and even though the series is nice, the source fights are nice, and I'm just thinking that watching at some of them, if it was a place, even the music at that time in the original anime was nice. So watching all this now with updated animation, with sweet flowing moving sakuga, it could be very sweet. And that very much looks like a sure bet, an easy bet to make money if I've ever seen one. So next one, I'm going to give now more detail now on Soul Eater. And the original anime was very successful, but towards the end they ran out of source material, so they made an anime only ending. And so this can be like, it can be the same thing with like Fullmetal Alchemist, but even though the 2002 animation and then the 2011 animation, because but even with the Fullmetal Alchemist, the anime original ending was still well received, but for the one of Soul Eater, the ending was so disappointing. I mean, if I don't have to get into it, but it was so disappointing. Towards the end, I was asking myself, like, what the hell am I watching? And so that made me to check out the manga, and I'm anime only guy, but that seriously made me to start checking out the manga. And I went, and the things I was reading there, they were so fantastic. I mean, there's a lot of greatness in the manga and the source material that hasn't been touched on. There are a lot of quote unquote hype moments. I know these are the type of moments that always drive discussion, make things go viral. These big hype moments, things that leaves the audience spell. And there are many of those moments inside the original manga or towards the original ending. And so if you touch on that, that's another thing I feel like it's like an easy bet. It's like easy bet. You don't need to crack your head too much. If you are there, if you're an anime studio, you need some content now. Just pop this shit out. Or maybe I understand a little bit about the anime situation in Japan, but like the way they have listed it, it's not an original anime. It has source content. It has an established fan base who are still very very vigorous in that discussion, especially in the case of Rurouni Kenshin. So these two anime series seems like surefire, and I'm seeing other series that were not as popular in the original anime get remade, and I'm seeing other series with had niche followings, and they are getting remade. Some even getting sequels out sometimes. So this thing seems like a sure bet. It seems like it should less of a risk than those animes now. Like, I don't wonder why nobody picks it up. And this series won't have to be remade from square one, like Fullmetal Alchemist and Hunter x Hunter or JoJo. They can be remade like with like Digrima. You have Digrima and Digrima Holo. You make a new title, Rurouni Kenshin next, something like that, and then you continue now from the manga story from where he entered after he defeated Makoto Shinto towards the end of the manga. You can still do the same thing with Soul Eater. And there was an anime called Soul Eater Not. I checked it out. It was not nice. I don't know why they did it instead of continuing with the original. I don't know, but if you take a Soul Eater, blah blah blah, Soul Eater dash or Soul Eater this thing, they make an anime from that. They can even make it like a completely new series and then just reference those things. Like they can do it like a Tokyo Ghoul 3. Well, that's the example that I'm looking on. They can make it like a sequel series and say, okay, if you want to understand what happens, check the manga or check the original series. Those kind of things. So it doesn't have to be from scratch. It doesn't have to be complicated. And this is a surefire hit. And I really hope that, because I'm a great fan of this massive series, I'll be a fan of Soul Eater because I just recently watched Rurouni Kenshin. So I've been a fan of Soul Eater for a long time, and I really like to see it remade today. Anyway, guys, that's it. Those are just my thoughts on this anime that I feel like deserve a second chance and deserve to be remade. What do you think about the video? Be sure to subscribe and drop a like, and I'll see you all at a later time. Peace.